Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St George's Hill for the Pro Squash Challenge Series title eliminator between Patrick Rooney of England, warming up on the right in the blue shirt, and Joel Makin of Wales. Makin ranked 9 in the world, and Patrick Rooney 49 in the world. But the difference was very narrow when they last met in the Black Ball Open in Egypt, Makin triumphing 3-2 in well over an hour. Rooney does a couple of tricks with the ball and the racket before opening proceedings with a backhand serve. Straight into battle, up and down the backhand side ball. Makin switches it with a cross court. An aggressive chop cross court. Early stages of a big match. Both players trying to find line and length, but Rooney puts in a great chopped drop shot to let us know his attacking intentions. As I said, the match in Egypt, second round of the Black Ball Open, was brutal. Rooney very much a surprise package. That's a fantastic floated length and tight width, squeezing Makin out of the first point. So 1-love to Patrick Rooney. Rooney, who beat Declan James, the English champion, in the recent Super 8s in Manchester. 3-love in the final in 31 minutes. Another surprise, showing the improvements he's made in his game. It's rat-a-tat. Rally front of the court. Both players playing at a fast pace, but looking very controlled too. Trying to sniff out a weakness and mental vulnerabilities by keeping the rallies fairly long at this point. Always judge whether your opponent's on a slight off day. Makin getting a lucky bounce. Rooney scraping that up with a Jansher Khan-esque drop. Looking for the stroke there.
Stroke to Rooney.
Makin hitting it rather close to his body. Looks like a stroke, and it was. That time a floated lob, beautiful floated lob serve from Rooney, giving him a chance to attack, hold. Goes for the nick. Buoyant shot Makin. Can't follow up with a decent length though. Makin back in the rally. Nice changes of pace. Nice shot selection from both players. Seeing a whole variety. He's already showing good holds and great capability on his long backhand drops, which are working the Welshman forward. Brilliant get and push down the wall from Makin. Shot selection and variety, very impressive so far in this match. Really just easing the pressure with a lob, carving in a cross-court cut drop, and then a fabulous cross-court faded volley length. Really using the grippiness of the back of this fast glass court at St George's Hill to his advantage to go 3-love up. Forehand serve from the backhand side, clipping the sidewall. Makin trying to get a foothold in this match. Certainly is in all the rallies. Rooney has the upper hand in these very early stages. Put a foot wrong yet. Letting everyone know his intentions. place in the title fight, title match. Fantastic rally at the front. Up for grabs. Mohamed ElShorbagy lies in wait. Former world champion. And world number 2 from Egypt. Boast from Rooney, forcing Makin forward. Slightly laboured movement from Joel Makin. Read it a bit late. And that causes him to just clip the tin. 4-love to Patrick Rooney. Another good long drop. That's the first error from Rooney. Stepped across, looking for the forehand volley drop. Not quite with his feet as he would have liked. Makin now on the scoreboard. Rooney getting in front, slightly scrappy, but taking a commanding 5-1 lead. And after his win over Rooney in the black ball, Joel Makin went on to reach the semi-final, beating Mohamed ElShorbagy. He lost in the semi to the eventual champion Mohamed ElShorbagy in a 69-minute 3-love battle, which really could have gone either way. Struggling to find that sort of form at the moment. Seeing a couple of uncharacteristic errors, coupled with some fantastic play from Rooney so far. Full stretch for that volley, Making in the driving seat in this rally. Great volley drop. Rooney gets it back, clings on in the rally. Making it long and hard. He squeezes out Rooney. Rooney didn't like that much, but he was perfectly entitled to use his body there, Joel Makin, to just claim the tee. And finished it with a great drop. Fine nets from Makin, giving himself plenty of time, looking for the shot cross court. Both players retrieving has been excellent so far. Triple boast from Makin. Hasn't used that yet, so that was an element of surprise to it. When the top players go into the front corners, they've got lots of shots at their disposal. And the triple boast is one of them, used sparingly. Very effective. The errors just starting to come into Patrick Rooney's game, gifting Joel Makin the point. Makin now at 4-6. Very much back in it. Enjoying that tee position, dominating the backhand side. Good recovery for Rooney with a log. Great pickup from Makin. Rooney making work at the back of the service box, which is a tough area. Means that Rooney's hitting great dying length, forcing Joel to play it very early, just to stay in the rallies. And that's one of Joel's good lengths. This is a really tough rally. Joel Makin got in front here. Rooney possibly will look at that replay and think he might have got it. Couldn't really see it. Or underspinning his drops, backhand drops. Try and get a bit of bite on them. You see from this angle the fluent movement and the tightness of the rally down the wall. Rooney be honing those skills at Pontefract with his alley games under the tutelage of Malcolm Willstrop. Probably sometimes with the marksman, the maestro, James Willstrop himself. Great variety from Rooney using the trickle post. Is he looking for a let there? So it was a bit cheap. It was too tight, and if anything, he was in a position to play that. So, not sure why he didn't swing his racket at it. 6-all. And having had that long, brutal rally, Patrick Rooney goes a little bit cheaply with a short return of serve, played with not enough conviction. 7-6 to Joel Makin. Impressing so far though with the way he's cutting the ball off. Just lost his way a little bit score wise. And tactics wise, going a bit early for the shot. That was a little bit rash. Attempted cross-court nick, hit the tin. He needs to stem his flow of errors. Put Makin under the pressure. Back under the pressure that Rooney was putting him under at the beginning. This is a fast pace. Made even faster by the front wall of this particular glass court and the slightly warmer weather we're having. Loose from Rooney, options for Makin picks up, fantastic scrambling by both players. Joel Makin regroups, tries to vary it, wasn't wide enough. Second lob was a bit better, and that time he overhit the width. Rooney taking the centre. Digging deep in the back corner. Fantastic rally. Not much clearance there. But it's reasonably tight. What have they given? 3-man referee system. Sticking with the let ball. That was a fantastic hole. Iffy get from Rooney, but I think it was a very honest player. I think it was probably just up, although it was a bit scrapey. 9-6. Joel Makin serves it deep. Rooney forced to take it off the back wall. This time running up and down the forehand. Makin switches it onto the backhand. Needs a point from somewhere. Commanding lead was whittled away. It's not playing badly, it's just his error rate is increased, and Makin's certainly got into his stride. Normal service resumed for the player ranked 40 places above Patrick Rooney, but that was a great hold. And he's back on the scoreboard there at 7-9 with a hold and cross-court backhand flick. Very adventurous, flamboyant shot. Chips the backhand serve, floats, trying to slow Makin down a bit. Makin pulling it up, looks like a simple let. 7-9. Mentioned the 3-man referee system used in this match. series is relatively low budget, so we haven't got the benefit of video reviews. Amazing pickup from Rooney. And was loose, he was moving all over that one to give Joel Makin 3 game balls at 10-7 in the first game. This is Pro Squash Challenge Series title eliminator. Nice serve. Touches the sideboard. Makes Rooney scrape. Rooney anticipates Joel Makin's drive down the wall very well. Remain in the run. Great bows from Rooney, floated up by Makin. Clearance, even though he puts it the straightest of drives. Nice volley drop from Rooney, keeping it very, very tight. Whatever level you are, anything that clings to the wall, it's hard to do anything with. Makin trying to push Rooney out the way to play that one. 10-8. Still 2 game balls. For the top Welsh male player. It's loose. Makin puts in a short drop. Forehand killed. Didn't quite work, but Rooney under pressure, Makin controlling, and that time he finishes it off with the forehand volley kill. So first game to the Welshman, Joel Makin. So in the Pro Squash Challenge Series, we've had 20 players, men and women, playing, all resident in the United Kingdom. The series was set up during the pandemic to provide players with remuneration and much needed match practice. And we've had the likes of Mohamed ElShorbagy, Joel King, Sarah Jane Perry, Joel Makin, Tasnee Evans, all taking part, and a plethora of younger players. Players from several nations, all of them domiciled in the UK. Joel King and Mohamed ElShorbagy living in Bristol. And then the 3 Welsh players, Emily Whitlock, Joel Makin and Tasnee Evans. Jan van der Herwegen from Belgium. Giving the event an international flavour. Players back on court now. Patrick Rooney looked like he was running away with the first game. But in the end, Joel Makin won a long run of points, haul his way back into the match. Ended up taking the game 11-8. Starting the game with attacking intentions. Getting the ball off very early, taking it just after the bounce, but getting ahead there. That's a good, fast, chopped backhand drop shot. She also managed to put a lot of purchase on. Loose. Rooney going for the nick and getting it. Cross court volley nick. Plenty of time on the ball there, but he slotted it away. with great aplomb. And we get to see the width and the skilled control that players have on the front angle there. Nice triple boast from Joel Makin, but Patrick Rooney will be disappointed with his slightly laboured forehand roll drop. It's a great cut backhand drop there, putting Makin under pressure. Good hold, trickle boast again, showing the effectiveness of that shot, because it can be played with a relatively large swing. The opponent back on his heels on the tee, thinks it's going long, and that was perilously close to the line. I think it was just in, and we've put our scoreboard just in the way there, so unfortunately you'll have to just believe me on that one. Great recovery lob from Rooney, slightly short though, and then not quite enough attention to detail on that forehand drop. Make him back to 3-all. Oh, and that's tight again from Patrick Rooney. So the young Englishman hails from St Helens, back in the match. Great get as Rooney is forced back. Lovely counter drop. Again, digging deep as Makin hits yet another crack in the glass. Big shot from Makin. Patrick Rooney regroups for the lob. It's always a good strategy when you're defending. Little rally. Good long drop from Rooney. Another fantastic boast. And good fake and hold. Feathery backhand drop from Patrick. Good skill there. Completely fooled him. A double swing. Won't be happy with that drop. Joel Makin serving it 4-5. That's all the potential to go the distance. His fitness is really improved. Making a little stroke there. Yeah, that's very loose from Rooney. Couldn't quite get out of the way. Stroke given. And that time should be a stroke to Rooney. Makin does everything in his power to get out of the way. He couldn't convince the referees that he got out of the way enough. Sets Rooney up with a chance to kill, and Makin going for a fabulous kill with Rooney. Scraping it up somehow. Take a 7-5 lead. Makin not happy with that pick up. But Rooney got it off the frame, and that one looked slightly iffy as well. So, as I said, Patrick Rooney known for completely honest play. No, never pick up a deliberate double. The sub and switch onto the backhand is proving very effective in making under pressure. Great length from Rooney. Now he's taking it extremely early. Having to relieve the pressure. Volley boast. Some coaches call it a junior shot, but like anything, used sparingly with an element of surprise. It's a fantastic attacking weapon. Just keep your opponent honest by having a huge shot selection, good delay, in which you can produce a variety of shots. Both players very confident. Rooney plays a lovely little shot off his feet there. Ball came straight at him. Doesn't seem to mind if the ball's at his feet. Quite happy to half volley. Reminiscent of Dean Williams, the great Australian player who reached the World Open final back in the early 80s, losing to Jahangir Khan 3-1. Loose from Rooney again. Off a really tight squeeze from Joel Makin. Did he leave that short enough? Got away with it. Somehow it was a let. Maybe the referees deemed it was short enough. Into a Ponty Alley game. And switching to the other side. I really see the benefit of that type of training. So Patrick Rooney now 5 game balls. He's really turned this match around. The length from Makin, dug out by Rooney. Lovely. Again, a surprise element. Volley boast from Joel Makin. Catches Rooney by surprise. Follows it up. 6-10, saves a game ball. Lovely volley drop from Rooney. Good pick up with a rat-a-tat rally. Nice lob retrieval from Makin. Goes for the nick, cross-court nick from Makin. And he pulls back another point. Keeping Rooney honest. 7-10. And he ponders his tactics. Gets rid of a bit of fluff over the top of the court. Holds and puts Makin deep. Slightly over impulsive from Rooney. Didn't need to play that backhand volley drop with such fine margins. Makin within 2 points at 8-10. Two game balls for Rooney. I'm very happy to camp out in this rally. Keep the pressure going now, they're attacking. Great backhand drop from Rooney. Read it so well though, Joel Makin was onto it every time. Flirting with the lines. But what? Still in. Brutal rally. And Patrick Rooney clips the tin with his forehand boast and he goes to tower down at the front of the court. players' towels kept at the front of the court during the pandemic. 9-10, still one game ball, but the Golden Tigers breathing down the neck of Patrick Rooney here. Loose from Rooney. And Makin has a real chance to chop it away. And clips the top of the tin. So, having done all the hard work, Joel Makin sets himself up. Rooney stranded. Just needed to plunk the ball in that corner. Uncharacteristically, clips the top of the tin. So Patrick Rooney levels the scores by winning the second game. Rooney, who lives in Manchester now, very much part of the England national squad setup, and he's hugely improved his game. He'll be looking for a place in the Commonwealth Games team, the English Commonwealth Games team. Commonwealth Games, of course, take place in Birmingham, Joel Makin's home city, in 2022. The squash very much a part of those games. In the Pro Squash Challenge we had the gold medalist, Joel Makin. Joel Makin featured in some brutal matches in the last Commonwealth Games. Looking to win the gold medal. One of the most coveted prizes in professional squash, certainly for those in the Commonwealth, especially with squash not being in the Olympic Games. One of the few times that squash gets the national television coverage it deserves. Patrick Rooney serves from the forehand to open the third game. Pace is still high. Holding triple boast from Rooney. Good double attack of a drop shot and then a triple post. One love, Patrick. Floats it down the line. Peers up at the refs. Joel Makin hits it in. Happy to play a let, I think, on that ball. That may have been out. Volley drop. Interesting little scoop. Not an illegal scoop, a little short swinged, soft touch flick to give himself some recovery off a difficult ball. Good manoeuvring down the backhand side for both players. And again, make a good pick up from Rooney. Top spinning it in from below the height of the tin. So many players do nowadays. All the different spins on the drop. The long drop, the slice from Makin, followed by a brutal cross-court hammer. Got his angles dead right there. Two all. Early Rooney's taking it, but he made a mistake on that cross-court backhand switch. Loose from Rooney. Makin goes for the nick. Flamboyant dispatch. The backhand cross court volley. From Makin. Not known for his extravagant shot making. He knows how to really tidy, accurate game. But proving he can slot them too. Good boast from Makin. Really recovers. Very short little drop. Makin goes for the slam dunk. Yeah, quite a lot of variety in this rally. Hold and flick from Rooney in the air. Punches the ball down the wall. Makin goes for the long drop. Another one from Rooney. Great pickup from Makin. What a rally. And a laboured movement from Rooney as Makin cleverly switches the play. Wrong foots him slightly here. Patrick's going the other way. And the ball's stuck in the jam. Between pass wall and floor. It's a tough rally for both players. Impressive, not only with the shot selection, but the variety of shots, the tactics being employed by both players. Through throwing everything at each other. And a huge variety of shot. Keeping the opponents on their toes. And that was feathery. Again, an unexpected element to that return of serve. Really feathery, short touch from Makin. Just breaking things up by going short off the serve. Rooney floats out. Makin commanding once again in this third game. 7-3 up. Answers the ball, steps out of the box to a position just behind the tee. You hear about going back to the tee. It's very much a floating tee. Depending on where you hit the ball. Really goes for the cross court shot. Bundles a volley down the wall, Makin puts it back with ease. Again, plenty of variety. Plenty of easing of pressure. Half volley from Rooney. Looking for the post. He's a bit high and close on that one. It's the danger with boasting. It's the right shot. If the ball's in the wrong position, you've really got to move your feet and get down low to make it work. Body language going a bit. As Patrick Rooney misses that drop shot, but he regroups. 9-3 to Makin. Rooney at 9-3 down can throw caution to the wind, which he does with a slightly strange cross-court volley nick, which he threw his whole body into. Very effective though. Goes to the slam dunk, which is Sampras Sex. Just clipping the tin there on the backhand drop. Joel Makin, 6 game balls, serves slightly more down the middle, doesn't attempt to hit the sidewall, gifting Patrick Rooney a chance to attack. Makin slides in, just clips the tin with his backhand drop. 5-10, Rooney back in now, and he can throw caution to the wind now. Which he does with a cross-court nick attempt, scrambles it back, Makin dominates, shortish kill, moving away from Patrick Rooney, who realistically wasn't going to win that game from there. Anyway, so Joel Makin takes a 2-1 lead and moves closer to the title match with a legendary Egyptian, Mohamed ElShorbagy. Makin makes it. He'll fancy his chances, having dispatched Mohamed in the recent Black Ball Open. Mohamed struggled to get past the English champion Deck James in his title eliminator, but he made it. And Patrick Rooney, a late call-up here, due to the fact that Marwan ElShorbagy, Mohamed's younger brother, a winner of the Black Ball Open, unfortunately went down with COVID, as did his parents. Thankfully they've all recovered. We look forward to a challenge to our champion from Marwan in the near future. It'll be a battle of the brothers. Played in the World Final in Manchester. And it was 3-2 to Mohamed. Marwan showing that he himself is a potential world champion. So Joel Makin 2-1 up. Makin, who, as I said, resides in Birmingham. Spent a lot of time under the tutelage of Robert Owen, who really brought his game on leaps and bounds and taught him what it takes to get to the top of the game. It's an interesting one. Makin didn't ask, possibly could have got that. 1-love to Rooney. Joel Makin at 9 in the world. Along with his Welsh lady Tesney Evans, ranked in the top 10 in the world. The Welsh national coach David Evans, no relation to Tesney, the British Open winner. Previously the most successful Welshman. Slightly relaxed from Patrick Rooney. And Joel Makin gets back in hand at 1-2. Chips in a backhand serve. Players often favour the backhand serve from the forehand side. Good clearance from Makin. Slightly loose shot, but he got out of the way so quickly. It's never going to go straight. And really using this backhand drop to great effect. More to the point, Joel Makin was on his heels. There's always the possibility of a Rooney drive there. Pace from Rooney. As he looks to level the score. Indeed, settle a score with Joel Makin. We beat him in the Black Ball. Great rally here. And Makin squeezing Rooney out. He did just enough, and it was just far enough away. No let to be given. Players using that long drop on the back to great effect, and a trickle boast, wasn't quite wide enough from Makin. Certainly didn't surprise Rooney. Lovely drop from Rooney, good pick up. Oh, didn't quite get it. This is tight from Patrick Rooney. Makin was under it, racket wise. It never made the front wall. Another long drop. And a great hold from Rooney. The way that Patrick Rooney is using the drop shot from all areas, particularly on the backhand side. And he airs again. And Rooney playing that, but probably regretting it, as he felt he didn't have quite the clearest of sight there. Making 3-5. On the Channel Bass board at St George's Hill, and that's a stroke to Rooney, despite of the desperate attempts of Joel Makin to clear. Channel Bass, one of the sponsors. We're grateful to Bassett idea for his support of the Pro Squash Challenge series. Another wonderful long drop, and that wasn't from a particularly easy shot. Joel Makin, Rooney playing that great attention to detail. Also very grateful to the St George's Hill Club. Brilliant shot from Makin. Rooney, did he get it? All sorts of appeals going on. He did, it's an amazing get. Rooney put his arm up there and making a full stretch. He'll probably appeal here once he gets up from his splits. Yeah, he can't believe it. I think we're going to look at this. Great drop from Makin. Rooney got it. Makin chooses to play it. He's a bit in the way. Flicks it to one side. Yeah. Everything but the strings hit that. And there was a bit of wall in there too. 8-3 Patrick Rooney. He hold his lead. Struggled to hold leads in the two games. That looks like a stroke. So Rooney 9-3 from the left. First game he lost the lead, and the second game which he eventually won. He's not going to let it happen here, surely. That was a very soft touched volley drop to give him 7 game balls at 10-3 in this fourth game. That time he holds and flicks a beautifully measured lob and hammers it across court. Makin gets it, short drop, and that's got to be a stroke to Joel Makin. Really unable to clear, comes out a bit flat. Basically it wasn't tight enough. Makin, nothing to lose. Just trying to work Rooney. Gets it. Incredible scrambling. And again, that was tight, and Makin puts it away from Patrick Rooney. Put as much work as he can into him. Rooney recovers. But Makin takes the point. Spectacular rally. Just to serve, puts Rooney deep. Good lob from Patrick Rooney, not quite deep enough there. Desperately hanging on. She's gone a little bit ragged. Let the serve go when you probably should have volleyed it. Did Rooney. 6-10. And again. Opening up the court for Joel Makin. 7-10 now. A bit of a familiar pattern emerging. Gives Joel Makin too much time on the ball. And that time. Goes back to basics. Chooses to volley serve correctly. And it's an absolute peach of a width and length. So that first floorboard on the backhand side is taking a real pounding from these two players who are keeping it very tight. I'm showing us all the shots in the book. I was mentioning the sponsors of the Pro Squash Challenge Series, along with Channel Bass and the St George's Hill Club. There have been donations from many individuals and a couple of companies, including Eriswell Wealth Management. We're extremely indebted to all of the individuals and companies. We've raised a total of £15,000, every penny of which has gone to the players. And once we have our title holders, we're looking to continue the series, looking for other clubs to take up the mantle of their own challenges and eliminating matches. The idea to make this form of squash a bit like boxing. So 2-all. Rooney serving. A bit like boxing, but not in terms of the physical contact, of course. Just in terms of the one match, big title fight element. Rooney clips the tin with that backhand volley drop. With Makin first blood in the fifth. More impressive backhand sideball play. And that volley both being used effectively. Get from Rooney, still motoring around the court. Makin putting work into his legs though. Blocks Makin out. Did he leave it short enough? What have they given here? It is quite short, but he was in the way. Yeah, stroke. Two left to make it. Lower ranked player, 40 places below at 49 in the world ranking. Really needs to stay within 2 points and if possible front run in this 5th game. Put the pressure on the supposedly better player. You know, you'd never know it in this match. It's so well matched. It's good skill. Great get from Makin. And the touch shown by Rooney was excellent. With a sidewall seat. He gets a good view of that. Back wall boast from Rooney. Another amazing get. So a little rat-a-tat rally deep. Another little flick up in the air to give himself time. And comes off the sidewall. Laboured movement, but he got it back. And Makin finishes him off. Effective switch of play from Makin. Sudden cross court. Putting Rooney under pressure. Rooney lifting a bit. Give his lungs a chance of recovery. Jeff Hunt famously used to make the rallies longer. Great world champion of the 70s and 80s, early 80s. Famously used to make the rallies longer to give himself a rest. Another crazily good long drop from Patrick Rooney. 2-3. That's one the other side from Makin. Don't see it as often on the forehand. Swings longer. Racket heads further away from the ball at the start of the swing. Slightly harder to control. Really putting up plays. Yeah, that's a stroke. He's hit it almost back to the middle. Can't really expect a lot for that. Brutal rally. Rooney still taking it very, very early. Brilliant length from Rooney. Almost casual there with the shorter swing, flick of the wrist. Gets a lot of power for short swing here to hammer the drive of what looked like it was going to be a nothing shot. And he got great pace, great width, great length. 4 all. 2 all in games. Couldn't be closer. But Makin confidently slots. Incredible backhand volley. Cross court drop nick. And that was a great squeeze from Makin.
6-4.
Rooney moved a lot as he played that, which he doesn't tend to do. Tends to stay with it a bit longer, which is probably the only way you're going to get a tight ball back. Scraped back by Rooney, and that's an effective bully boy tactic from Makin. Fast, quick shot forehand. She steals a lead, and Rooney can't clear, Makin up behind him. Looks like a stroke. Rooney plays it, but he can't get out of the way. It's very short though, but It's a stroke. 8-4 to Joel Makin. Edges towards the title playoff. Really do. Keep making out of that match. He's trying everything. Played fabulous squash. Another good drop shot from Rooney. Peered at it. Makin got it. But Rooney puts it away. Down the forehand. Both players rubbing the sweat off the court with the towels. 5-8. One last big push from Rooney to regain parity on the fifth. Clearance and equality down this backhand side has been excellent. Technically good. As I said, the way they're clearing as well. Not many tough decisions for the referees. Good flick from Makin. And Rooney claws back another point. A good attacking shot. Both players very calm on the ball, not too snatchy at all. At that time, Patrick Rooney's both giving Joel Makin too much time at the front. So he's able to disguise and flick away from Patrick Rooney. 9-6 up, making Rooney work, holding on the centre. Did he get it? No. Maybe not. In the end, I think he's not quite got that. And Makin takes the point. 4 match balls and a laboured shot from Patrick Rooney in the end. But what an effort from the young Englishman. So Joel Makin takes it 11-8, 9-11, 11-5, 8-11, 11-6 in over an hour. What a battle. We've seen some fabulous squash, and the men's title match will be between Joel Makin and Mohamed ElShorbagy. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page, Twitter account and Instagram. Give us a follow there. Very grateful for your support here at the Pro Squash Challenge.
Well, Joel, congratulations. Got there by the skin of your teeth again against the fast improving Patrick Rooney. Obviously good for British squash. How did you feel about your performance today?
Yeah, I was probably a little bit slow, but he was flying around and he was sharp. You know, he's obviously full of confidence at the moment. He's off the back of a couple of good wins, so fair play. He was taking it in well and he's been pretty clinical. So I had to absorb a little bit and try and close him down a little bit down the backhand and wait for an opportunity that took a long time to come, really.
And how did you find the 3-referee video system in the absence of video review?
Yeah, we couldn't have a review, but we did it. Yeah, there was a few interesting ones, a few different, 3 different decisions on a couple, I think. But yeah, it worked out all right. I think there's a handful in the 5th. I wasn't sure, but yeah, it wasn't bad.
Anyway, we all gave it a go. So it's great to have you in the Pro Squash Challenge, and now you've broken through to play Mohamed ElShorbagy in the first ever title challenge match, and your countrywoman Tesney Evans has got through too to play Gina Kennedy. So hopefully there'll be a lot of interest on the other side of the Welsh border and worldwide too. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I've probably played Mohamed twice a week for the last month, and obviously just played a massive 3-2 in the last event as well. So yeah, we know each other's games pretty well, and we've been playing some tough matches, and it's been good. That's what I want as well, is to get matches with him on the glass court and get stuck in, hopefully take a win.
Yeah, well, you'll be playing for a big prize as well, and hopefully
Yeah,
a prestigious Pro Squash Challenge Series title.
Definitely, yeah.
Congratulations on tonight, and all the best for the future, and particularly for the final.
Cheers, Danny. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Patrick, well, commiserations on just nipping out tonight against Joel Makin. He had to dig really deep. It's the best I've seen you play, and I know you played amazingly well last week against Deck James in the AJ Bell Super 8 series, and that was a fantastic win too. But you must take a lot from tonight. You took the ball beautifully early, you put him under pressure, and you took him all the way.
Yeah, I had a plan again. Tried to execute the plan and keep fighting against Joel, 'cause it's always going to be tough like last time. He's just nipped me at the end again, maybe through physicality. He played well in the important points, but yeah, a lot taken from it. And yeah, to back it up like I played against him last time, like, just shows that it's not a fluke. You know, I actually am playing well, so I can take that as confidence and move forward.
And nice to play him in this series format where you've only got one match. I know it was first round last time, I think, but in this format when you can concentrate on one match.
Yeah, like you can put all your effort into this one match, like everything you've got. So it's like, yeah, I left everything out there today, put all my effort into it, and yeah, it's a shame not to maybe like take the fifth, but yeah, like I say, taking a lot from it, a lot of confidence, and I think I'm playing well, and I could, might be back in the Pro Series Challenge, never know, challenge someone else.
Well, there'll be plenty more to come. And what do you put your main improvements down to, particularly this season?
This season, I'd put it down to a good change of the way I go about my training, the consistency of everything I do. And the professionalism, I guess, has gone up a bit, and I've been working a lot on my movement physically around the court, move better and more efficient and stronger, quicker, so I'd put it down to that.
And any particular individual you're working with?
Working with a few different individuals. Got James and Malk up in Pontefract, and then the England squash guys in Manchester. You've got Josh, Camps, Nathan and Ollie. That's the England squash coaches I work with, and then that's my mate. I switch between those two and just go for it.
It sounds like you've got a great team, and your half volleying today was amazing on the.
Yeah. Well, you can't let it. You've got to get in front of him, haven't you? If you're going to get a point, you're going to need to expose the front corner, especially on this court. So I had to get in front, had to force my way in, and I was half volleying quite well today. Yeah. It's
unusual because you don't see many people do that. I mean, Federer would be proud of you, and Dean Williams, a player of my generation.
Yeah, been watching a bit of Federer actually. Yeah, I think on that video analysis of watching Federer play, might be through that. Yeah. But it's a hard shot to play, isn't it? Half volley, hard to control, but did it well.
Absolutely, and quite unusual to play it that regularly at this level and to be able to control it, but also. Your speed, Federer wouldn't have got half the balls back you did.
I'm sure he would.
Back in his day, mate.
Yeah, I just stick my arm out and hope for the best, and I end up reaching for the ball. So yeah.
It was a brilliant effort tonight, and all the best for the rest of the season when the Pro Tour resumes. We want to welcome you back in the Pro Squash Challenge very soon.
I'll be back.
Well done.
See ya.